All right, guys, Shaun Campbell 2.0 here. Have you heard of Natty or Not? Made famous, I think, by people like Greg Doucette. I don't think he's the originator of Natty or Not, but he is definitely one of the people who made it huge. And he basically catapulted his whole YouTube career off of Natty or Not. But what I'm going to do is a little bit different. One thing that I've been watching all these YouTube videos, I've been watching the scene, checking things out, and it always kept popping up to me that this is something no one's really addressing here. What about Natty to Not? Basically, people that were recognized for their accomplishments naturally, and then went to non-naturally, but aren't denying it. So I don't have to call them out because they're already out. They're out as not natty, but they used to be natty. So they're natty to not. Let's talk about their how they got to that. What their career or their lifestyle was like before as natty, and what it's like now as not natty. So let's get into it. We've all heard of Kai Greene, one of the most iconic artistic bodybuilders of all time. Okay, but did you know that Kai Greene was a really successful natural bodybuilder before he became this phenom, this 265-pound monster? 300 pounds in the off season, great posing, huge muscles, all that stuff. He was a top natural bodybuilder. He won the WNBF Pro World Championships in 1996, and I think it was around 200 pounds, okay? So yeah, so he was well over 60, 70 pounds lighter at the time. But his physique, he's a genetic phenom, guys. His presentation was great back then too. He stood out. He had the full muscle bellies, he had the great stage presence, and it was very unique stage presence.
Nezavodli, tak sú jenom dobrý trenčiny a je Jaroslav Horváth a samozrejme trenčania sú hrdí na svojho, ktorý získal druhý titul majstra sveta. No však celkom na záver, Kai Greene, iniciátor Olympii, ktorý sa v mladej pleti prichádza na záverečnú chvíľku stavu, kde sa mu finálové rozhodujúce. Ďalším odchodom na tam. To máte na to kilogramu. Dôkazom toho, že nielen veľmi robí je zrejme. Toto je krásna propagácia kulturistiky proti moderného športu.
So this Natty to Not is going to be on Kai Greene, IFBB superstar, icon, mass monster, fantastic poser. Let's get into that. Kai Greene's journey began in Brooklyn, New York. Born in 1975, he faced a rough upbringing, moving through foster care and residential treatment centers. But it was during this time in his teens that teachers noticed his physical development and encouraged him to pursue bodybuilding as a positive outlook. He started competing at the age of 19, and by 1996, Kai Greene was crowned WNBF World Champion. Competing naturally, he brought an aesthetic, artistic look, weighing in at around 200, 205, or 205 pounds, and was praised for his discipline and potential. But Kai wanted more. He quietly stepped away from the natural scene in 1999 and earned his IFBB Pro Card by winning the Team Universe, a show known for its tested competitors but not necessarily free of future enhancements. His re-emergence in the pro circuit began around 2005, where he shocked the bodybuilding world. His physique had exploded in size, now weighing around 265 pounds on stage. Kai Greene became one of the most well-known, successful, top IFBB pros of all time. He won the Arnold Classic 3 times. And he was a runner-up at the IFBB Mr. Olympia, the biggest show on earth, 3 times, guys. And many are saying he is an uncrowned Mr. Olympia. He had a freaking insane back. His stage presence was crazy. He's one of the mass monsters of the scene. And he's known as the Predator of all things, guys. He was one of the top bodybuilders, well, he keeps talking about making his comeback. He's not coming back. But yeah, he's one of the top bodybuilders easily of the 2000s, okay? So was Kai Greene ever natural? Yes, he was natural, okay? He was 100% natural, at least to my eyes. I don't know, no one knows for sure. But I would say he was 100% natural. He competed in a really prestigious natural bodybuilding organization, the WNBF. He won the World Championships in 1996, guys. So yeah, so he basically showed us all what is possible naturally. He took his body to the limit. The choice to compete with the monsters of the IFBB on the Olympia stage, he had to make the choice, and he made the choice. He went from natty to not, okay? And he had a great career as a not natty bodybuilder.
So what do you guys think?
And
Was
he
Kai
became a
Greene
legend
ever
in the
natural?
sport. Okay, I just want you guys to comment below. Another thing, was it inevitable if he wanted to be a legend in the sport that he had to become not natty? Drop that in the comments below too. So I feel like, for me, I feel like if he would have stayed natty, he would not have been the big influence in the bodybuilding world that he was today. He wouldn't have never got the spotlight that he has now. You tell me what you think. Okay, and if there's anyone else who want me to do a natty to not on, and it could be an athlete, a bodybuilder, it even could be an actor. Natty to not, and we'll talk about when they were natural, when they decide not to be, and where they are today as a not natty. All right, so I had a lot of fun doing that video, guys. Again, Kai Greene is a monster. His transformation was amazing. Of course, it wasn't natural, but it was an amazing transformation. He probably put on over 60, 70 pounds over his pro bodybuilding career from being a top. He wasn't just a natural bodybuilder. He was one of the best natural bodybuilders. But then he decided if he wants to play with the big boys, like the Ronnie Colemans, the Phil Heaths, all those people he stepped on stage with, I believe he had a lot of rivalries with Phil Heath. If you want to step on stage with Phil Heath and become the next Mr. Olympia, this is the only route to do it. If you want to become a legend, this is the only route to do it. All right, guys, I'm Shaun Campbell, Shaun Campbell 2.0. I hope you liked the video, and we'll see you at the next one.